Yeah, yeah.
that, and we'll get to this. There it is. All right, we're up. Rich and Luke, episode 92. Say hello, Luke.
Hey, 8 more.
Heck yeah.
Well, the next 2 weeks I won't be here.
Yeah, I figured. I
So
figured like the next. I figured this next couple of weeks would be a little tough, which is fair.
yeah, so
Totally
it'll be
fair. I
like
think.
sometime in February then.
I might try a solo then or something. Or maybe see if I can get somebody else because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I
bring
have
someone in.
like actually nothing going on during Christmas. So
Oh, okay.
I live like a long way from my family, and I didn't already
Yeah.
take time off, so it's kind of too late. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
like, and even if, I mean,
Yeah.
and I have no real like I don't know. We're not a big Christmas. We used to have Christmas traditions, but then everybody kind of moved apart, and the kind of the people that
Slowly it stopped,
yeah,
yeah.
and the people that kind of ran things like the grandparents, have passed on, and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's like there's nobody to bring everybody together anymore. So we
Yeah.
don't really do that much anymore. So yeah, so that's the thing. So I'll probably be around next weekend, and I might try to do something just because. I don't know. We'll see. I might also just do nothing because it's going to be a long weekend, and that's awesome. So,
Yeah.
um, so yeah, we are. We're playoffs start tomorrow, so that's a thing that happened because I think. Well, I mean, yeah, roughly it was. We were like halfway through the season last time we did an episode. So a
Yeah.
lot has happened, although I don't think a whole lot changed since then.
Not really, no.
Where is? I thought I had the standings up. Oh yeah, I did it. I just in the wrong spot. This is what I want. God, I don't even know what to. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything changed drastically. So I don't know. There's really anything to talk about there. Although, I don't know. I don't know. What do you want to hit first? Do you want to do some? So I was planning to do, and I told you this just like 2 minutes ago. So this is kind of weird. But I'm planning to do my playoff bracket here, like now. Do you want to do that? We can talk about some predictions, like some playoff prediction stuff as we do that. Want
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. All right. All right. Let's jump into it. All right. Username. That's me. Okay. So round one. I think the East is.
In the West.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Well, the East is. I think more interesting than the West. I feel like the
Oh, it's
West
way
is
more
pretty
interesting.
lopsided. Like I think every
Yeah.
matchup in the West is lopsided. Um, like
I mean, New Orleans, Chicago might be pretty interesting.
it might be, but Chicago should be a much better team. Should be.
And I mean, New Orleans was bringing it back at the end. I think you
Yeah, they
know,
did. They did
New
improve
Orleans
quite a
have
bit.
has the TB to compete. It's just you know
They just.
tactics wise.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one that's maybe I still don't see it as that great.
Uh huh.
But I mean, so I think there's not a ton to talk about in the West. I mean, it's I'm going Winnipeg, Chicago,
Okay.
Calgary,
Yeah,
Seattle.
of course.
I mean, there's no.
Are we thinking LA can't beat Seattle?
I mean, we don't want to. So, and not only that, but we're I think 17th in the league in TP. We're like we did probably technically better than we should have.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no way. I mean, Seattle's what third? I think still they're still extremely good.
Yeah, yeah, they're very good
Um,
after winning last season.
yeah. They didn't lose. I mean, they dropped off a tiny bit, but not really that much. Um, so the East is there are some actually I think most of the matchups except for probably Atlanta, Baltimore. That's pretty like Atlanta. Like I'm not. There's no.
Toronto doing it. I don't know about that.
But yeah, you're right. You're right. That should be pretty heavily
Unless
favored in
unless playoff
Toronto's favor.
Olaf comes in,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Is that a
and does
thing?
great. He was nominated for the Razov once and won it another time.
Okay.
So, but that's not a great LA team. And this season,
Right.
he was
Right.
he was pretty bad this season.
Oh
I
yeah,
think that's
okay.
one of his.
I actually I didn't realize your numbers aren't as good as I thought they were in terms of like goals for and against. So I thought they
Oh
were a
no, we
little
got
better.
pretty. Yeah, no, we
Weren't you
got
guys
pretty
doing better at the
unlucky.
halfway
Huh?
spot? I thought you guys were doing better than this, slightly better than this. Like at the halfway mark.
Probably maybe a slightly, but like we just got unlucky some games.
Hmm. I mean, you guys
Defense isn't
shouldn't
isn't the
be
best.
as probably as good as you are. I don't think, right? I mean, like,
No,
what's
we should
your?
no, we should be around
Is this
there
about where you're
because
supposed
TP
to be?
were like 11th.
Okay, okay, that's
So
that's fine. Yeah, yeah, okay. I thought you guys were a bit lower than that.
no, no, no. This season is like the first season, but we're supposed to be like a an actual 500 team with a positive goal differential. So,
Okay.
but yeah, no,
Let's
yeah,
take a
just defense.
yeah.
What we need to improve on forward, we're fine. You know, Tater getting second in points this season.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, it was real close until the end, which is unfortunate, but I still think Tater has the best chance of getting the Ron Mexico award.
I mean, yeah, I would. We'll get into that later probably, but
Yeah,
yeah, he's
yeah,
my pick for MVP. I think to me it feels like not.
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say
I'm probably
automatic, but like
gonna
he feels like he has the best case in my opinion.
I'm probably gonna write Mitty about it. Just looking at all the people who have a chance and just to look at it.
Mhm.
Yeah, obviously, try not to be biased,
I
but
mean, yeah,
try and take an objective
it's
look
fine. I
at
think it's fine to be a little. I
people's.
mean, that's kind of partly why you're doing it,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, like,
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah.
but
Well,
and
I'm
that's
just
fine, and
interested
that's
to
totally fine.
see
Like,
the arguments, but like the argument for Max Manning, of course, a goal per game set the
mhm,
record for points in a season with 113, but
yep,
Taylor wasn't far behind in either category. But
yeah, and well, and even in that said, those things are great for Manning, but like, if he doesn't do that, Seattle's still like one of the best teams in the league.
yeah, which is then comes down to like the
Yeah,
main argument, what does MVP mean?
yeah, yeah.
Um, but
Best
no,
player
I think
versus yeah,
like
yeah,
Tater scored like 62 out of 263 goals for New
yeah, yeah,
England.
yeah. It was
Uh,
yeah. It's a
yeah,
totally different story. You take a guy like Manning off Seattle versus you take a guy like Tater off of New England. It's like night and day. It's just like two completely different outcomes. So in my opinion,
yeah, we'll
like
see.
that like dynamic for me is like that's Tater all the way then. So
Yeah,
whatever.
we'll see.
Yeah,
There's
yeah, no, it's
certainly arguments
it's
to be done.
100%. Yep.
Obviously, I want Tater to win, of course.
Yeah.
That would be great to see, especially because uh, I don't even remember the last time New England had a person that won the MVP.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know, right? I was thinking like I don't even remember in the season 40s, probably the season 30s.
I don't remember if PB's player and I'm Nathan Russell in like 31 or 32 or something like that. Had like
Oh,
a
Wagstrom, Ola Wagstrom, season 43.
oh, I forgot about that. I
First
forgot Wagstrom
season,
was on.
remember when New England was super good?
Mhm.
So still over the first 10
Okay.
seasons, and
Okay.
then Letner in
Totally forgot
season
about that.
49 actually when he did great.
Oh, really?
Jim
He had an
Fletcher in
MVP
season
season?
4. Yeah, that's what got him into the Hall of Fame.
God, I don't
Was
remember.
that season?
I did not.
Uh, s-
I remembered
Rom,
honestly the only thing I remember about Leitner's career is he was scapegoat, right?
yeah, scapegoat for New England.
Scapegoat.
Yeah. Season 42 was when Fletcher won it. Oh because that's what also got Evok into the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I completely forgot about all these like entirely. Wow.
Yeah, and then Alice Smirnov in season 35 got the Raw Mexico,
Smirnov.
and
Wow, that late. That's no. Well, I guess that's not super late in his career. It's on. That's like 11 seasons into his career, so he would have been in regression.
then season 19 with Carter O'Callahan, which
Oh really? Okay. So
was that Boomcheck's old player?
um yes. Ooh,
Yeah,
maybe not. I don't remember.
I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure it was Carter
It might have been. I
O'Callaghan.
don't remember though.
All right, time to check for 1 second.
Wasn't he a different Carter? So wasn't the last name Carter on his?
Oh, it was Fever. It was
Okay.
Fever. Yeah, yeah. Boomcheck must have been another O'Callahan.
Wasn't he like Cameron Carter or something like that?
Cameron Carter the second. That was
Yeah.
his last player.
Isn't that because like he had a first? I would think. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Whatever.
Cole Carter.
Cole Carter. Okay. Okay.
Wait, no.
No.
Cole Carter was his new one? Hold on.
Who knows? Who? I
The
mean,
thread's
listen. It's
loading.
Boom Check. Does anybody
No, no, no,
actually
no.
like? He barely exists at this point. Come
No, Boomcheck was a major institution.
on.
Hold on. Where? There was a Brooklyn Carter. There was an Alexander Karlsberg.
Interesting.
Um, Cornell something. All right, never mind.
Ah,
I guess. Wait, hold on.
whatever.
No, never mind. That's a third page.
Nope. Oh.
Blake LaFlame. Never mind. All right, so never mind. I must have gotten that
Whatever.
wrong.
Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Most
Um,
boom checks been talked about in
yeah,
like
yeah,
2 years.
yeah, right. I actually had to think for a second. Is he even still around? No, no, he's
I don't think so.
gone for a minute.
There's thing left.
Um, all right. So that leaves. Okay, so we have
Oh
Buffalo
yeah,
or
Buffalo, Montreal,
Montreal.
which is tough
That's
because they're
pr-
both good.
yeah. I, I gotta. I feel like I have to lean Buffalo, but like I don't.
Buffalo's goalie is pretty low in TP if you think goalies matter at all, which
Sure.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm kind. I don't know.
But um, I don't know. I think it's pretty even, but I'll give the slight lean to Buffalo.
I feel like I kind of have to give it to Buffalo. It's not. I don't know. I don't think it's like 100%, but it feels pretty good. It's like I
I'll
don't
be
know.
like 60-40.
60, yes, 65, 35, or 60, 40, somewhere in that area. Buffalo's like kind of similar to Toronto in the way that they win their games, or just like going heavy on the offense. Not that their defense was like terrible. 200 goals given up
I
is
mean,
not like
Montreal upset
disastrous.
Toronto last season, so
Okay, yeah.
got Wally pretty mad. Still salty about it today.
Then we got Manhattan, Philadelphia.
This one's pretty tough.
It. Eh,
It depends
let me look
on
at
who you
the.
like better. I think Philadelphia's gonna win, but
Um,
it's something where you can't be like, well, it's
they're
not
s-
because like Manhattan's bad. It's just
they're
because
real close in TPE too. Um,
Philly did good in the regular season.
yeah. Let me get back to the standings here. Hmm. I feel like it's slightly safer. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go Philadelphia. I mean, they're technically favored, and I think it's just a little bit safer. But that's
Yeah,
like not ultra confident in that pick at all. Um, but I think it's the safer pick, slightly. All right, let's do some round two. Um, uh, so this would be it's got. I mean, it's got to be Winnipeg. I'm just gonna take Winnipeg the whole way, and
yeah. I
because
mean,
like
if Winnipeg doesn't make it, then they're
they're not like
it'd
head
be
and
very
shoulders
surprising.
above
It'd be
Seattle
super surprising.
necessarily, but like I think Seattle's their only like true like test.
Yeah,
And on the opposite, it's going to be the same. I'm going to take Seattle probably the whole way and put them in the conference finals and take Winnipeg, just because it's I think the smartest pick. Um,
yeah,
so back to the East. So let's see. We had Buffalo. So that leaves us with Buffalo and Toronto. Um, and they're like kind of I don't know, kind of mirror images of each other.
hmm
Um, I think Toronto has the better roster by a
yeah,
fair
yeah.
by a
Toronto
fair
does.
bit.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how much.
yeah. They bought a lot.
Let's see. What's Buffalo's roster look like? Not great. Toronto's isn't like way better, but it's certainly better. Um, I think I'm just gonna again take like Toronto. They're favored technically, although
Going safe again.
I don't think it's like um yeah I don't think it's like they're the same team almost in the terms of like the way they got to where they're at. Um,
Yeah,
I want to take a look at. I suspect Toronto has a little bit more forward depth. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Montreal's very good defensively. I think their best players are
oh no,
defensemen, or the
Buffalo.
highest to be. Uh,
Yeah. Um, and then we have Atlanta. I guess Philadelphia, based on my pick. And if Atlanta should probably win that, I think. If that's the, well, I mean, I think regardless of the matchup, Atlanta probably wins that. Uh, this is a bit less interesting than I thought it might be because I feel like Atlanta is really good, um, and I have a hard time picking against them in the West as well.
yeah, it's a tough decision to make.
Conference finals, then, like I said, I'm gonna go. Where's Winnipeg? That card, there they are. And then in the East, I feel like I have to go Atlanta. Um, I really
Yeah, that's what I
want
put.
Toronto to win. I would love to see Toronto in the finals.
I don't.
But I worry about, like I said, I think I said 2 weeks ago that like their way of winning I think works in like a large sampling of games,
Yeah.
but I think in a smaller sampling like playoffs, it's if you have like if you're not producing on offense, you're in a real trouble. Um, like in the regular season, you're gonna kind of manhandle some bad teams, and it's gonna run your goals for up and make it look maybe a little bit better than you actually are.
Yeah.
And if Atlanta appears to be pretty good defensively, um, and that worries me. So I want Toronto to win, but I pick Atlanta because I think it's a smarter pick and um, the more correct pick. Sorry, Wally.
You're trying to get TP
I
call.
am 100%. This I like my safe picks, you know. All right. Challenge Cup, Winnipeg. Like,
Wow, very
yeah,
controversial.
I know. I made some wild picks here. I think we're upset heavy in this bracket.
Yeah,
Um,
very upset heavy.
uh,
Wow, you just picked the winners.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, but just picked favorites. That's my verification word. Um, wait, what? What happened? Did I fuck something up?
It detected you cheating.
What did I do? I didn't read what it said. Did I miss something? Wait, I'll just submit again. What's? Oh, there we go. Weird. Okay. All right. So that was fun. Just pick the favorites. There you go. All right. That's done. We talked playoffs a fair bit. What about what's the most likely upset, you think?
Likely upset?
Yeah. Do you think there is a likely upset?
Yeah, I mean, like you call it an upset, but like Montreal beating Buffalo, but I don't think that's an upset.
It's not that much of an upset. I think also like the Philly Manhattan, same thing. It's like neither
Yeah, it's like
it's
it's pretty
technically
even,
an
so I
upset, but
can't
it's
really
not that.
call that upset.
It's yeah,
But then like I guess like the next one I guess would be New England versus Toronto, but like I don't know how we're gonna win.
yeah. I don't. It doesn't seem
Unless we just ball
likely.
out. We ball
Um,
out, you never know.
yeah, like it's but like you're saying, the after Montreal and Buffalo and Philly Manhattan, that's like the next closest,
Yeah.
and even that
You know,
doesn't.
we can ball
Yeah,
out, Rich. You don't know.
maybe if Tater goes off and
Tater
Toronto
goes off, they
Toronto
don't
doesn't.
score.
Yeah, their shot totals aren't
Olaf comes
happening.
in clutch, you never know.
Yeah,
Jeffy does a little magic.
gotta limit
Call
those.
it a day.
What do you call it? The high chance shots. You gotta. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I don't know anything about hockey.
Me neither.
uh, all right. What else? Want to do some do the question thing?
Sure.
So this is late, but we're gonna make it work because it still kind of works. Thief asked like I don't know a couple weeks back. He says we're roughly halfway through the season.
Now we're
Uh,
done.
can we I guess do some award predictions?
I guess so, Thief.
I guess so. Let's look at where's the awards at. I always have to look because I'm a dum dum and I can't remember like what awards we have. Let's see. These are all
I remember the
automatic.
awards, the Around Mexico, the Sarmad Com, the John McBride, uh the other ones.
Mm. Do you want to go down the list here?
If you want to.
Sure, sure. Ron Mexico, MVP, voted by the
Because
awards
I'm
committee.
very biased, but I'm gonna go with Tater just because I was talking to Jeffy about it. Uh Manning, looking at him on the team, I think he's like one of the lowest in goals for per 60. He had a high PDO, scored a lot on the power play compared to Tater, where he scored mostly on the 5-on-5, led New England, or like close to the top of New England in like goals for like 99 PDO, so he wasn't getting like a ton of luck. Um, as well as being more important to the team. Uh, I think there's some other metrics that Tater was a little bit better in. Obviously, you know what Manning did to get 113 is great, but Tater has 110, so it's 3 point difference. Other than that, I think Teddy's player on defense. should probably get some love.
Oh, Luke.
Uh,
Luke. I don't know. I don't know how you say Bluin. I don't know how you say his
Lewin,
last name.
yeah.
Blue, something
Um,
like that.
I think he broke FHM record for points by defenseman.
Oh, really?
So
Interesting.
the change from like 12 to 13 shooting range really
Oh,
helped a lot,
we
Rich.
did it. We did it. We cracked the
We
code.
did it. We fixed it. Um,
But
so
also, like, I think forward scoring looks to be up again. So a little bit at least, because
yeah,
there's like,
but no.
yeah. Anyway, forget that.
But it's also hard to give defensemen them raw Mexico's because they're usually not leading like a team in points.
Mhm.
So that's probably just one major flaw. I mean, I don't know his numbers off the top of my head. Actually, might as well go there now just to see where
I took a
he's at.
brief look, but I didn't. Yeah, not close. I lost it again.
Yeah,
Where is he?
yeah. I
There he is.
mean, probably won't get a nom, but it's a great try for him. Um, in terms of goalies, Montage probably gonna get a nom. Actually, maybe Petrov might get the nom over Montage just because better save percentage.
I haven't looked
Um,
at the goalies at all. Let's see.
yeah, so yeah, Petrov is actually probably the best starting goalie in the league. So that's actually probably
Oh
him.
wow, yeah. Okay.
So he actually might get a nom. And then you look at the other top forward, which is Lev on Manhattan. He might get a nom.
You talking about
It's just
for
for Manhattan.
for McBride? Are you talking about?
No,
You
no,
talking about
for the Raw
still talking
Mexico.
Mexico? Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, because without Lev, Lev had a great
Oh,
season.
sorry. I thought. Yeah, I got my brain is
Yeah,
lost. It's fine.
second in on Manhattan for goals for, second in shots for, second in goals against per 60. So I think he actually has a good shot for that. And also it depends on what they look at.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like Tater's first in goals for, Tater a little bit like average for New England on goals against, but first and or second in shots for per 60. So yeah, I think I mean it depends on like how the worst people slice it to see what they want to see. But I think any combination of Manning, Tater, Lev, and Petrov is probably going to be those, and maybe Teddy, but I don't think awards people like defenseman for the Raw Mexico.
It's tough. Like, even if like he for a defenseman, his season was amazing. When there's so many forwards that are scoring 80, 90 points, it's tough to make that call.
Yeah,
Even if it is, yeah, like I said, a great season for a defenseman. But yeah, I mean, we talked about this before before the show, and then also last no 2 weeks ago, briefly. Not maybe not, yeah, definitely not as much. But yeah, my pick is Tater.
yeah,
I think, yeah, with I mean, like, he does so, like, not to be too I don't know, not to use too much hyperbole, but like, I think without him, New England's not a good team. Um,
thank you,
sorry,
Rich. I
sorry,
appreciate
sorry.
it.
Like,
I appreciate
he
it, Rich.
carried that team so hard, and they still not
He did.
still not a great team, but like, without him, like, Lord, I mean, come on,
Yeah.
like, 60 goals on a team
Without
with
him,
a like a what was a plus 15 goal differential, like, come on.
yeah,
Like,
maybe Artie will have more than 11 goals this season if Tater wasn't on the team.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's to me, it's like no player more clearly carried his team. um
Yeah.
and you know and his and I don't think you can point at Manning's season as being, yeah, great season and everything, but like, it's not really in terms of just strictly points. It's barely better than Tater's.
Yeah.
Um,
It came down to the final sim, which is unfortunate. We only had a one game sim versus Hamilton, and Tater did not get any points in
no
our six
points
to
against
seven loss.
Hamilton. Oh,
6 to
you guys
7 loss against
lost. You guys
Hamilton.
lost. Well, that's
Yeah,
why you lost, because your MVP
yeah,
didn't
I know.
score. Like,
I
there
know
it is.
the game before he got 5 points against Hamilton. 3 goals and 2 assists to that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't even like, I don't even want to talk about other players. Forget them. I think
Yeah,
it's Tater.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
I have to give benefit of the doubt, of course,
that's
just
totally
because
fair. Totally fair. I
I know
mean,
how awards people think, and whenever I think of something, they're like, actually, nah. which is fun.
It's yeah, it's tricky because there's different trains of
Different
thought.
things
Because
people look for,
yeah, for sure.
and there's obviously going to be some bias. Obviously, you don't want to have any biases, but
I mean, it's hard. It's
everyone has
hard in this kind of
bias.
league because you're inevitably going to be associated with the team. So it's hard to like.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I
Yeah,
appreciate
so
that.
so
It's not an
I
easy
gotta
thing to do.
check out to see who the awards committee are
Yeah.
to see how many of them are in Seattle. I
Uh,
gotta see.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I think yeah, like Lev Lebedev and Max Manning seem like fine nominations as well. I wouldn't have like noticed Teddy's season had you not said something because I honestly haven't paid that close attention to SHL
Yeah,
to look at things like defensemen. So I wouldn't have
I'm
caught
here.
that.
I'm around.
Yep, I appreciate that. It's good. One of us has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. Neither of us have to be.
Yeah, neither of
We can
has
make it
to
work
be, but
anyway.
it could be. Yeah.
Um, all right. McBride, best goalie. It seems like
Uh,
Petrov
it's basically
feels.
just sort by save percentage, and as long as they start more than 40 games and they have more wins than losses. So Petrov,
Petrov feels pretty
Montanage,
good.
and Willie Miller, though, Brickwall could have a nom, but it's probably just those four.
Yeah, I was looking at because I guess I don't know how heavily they favor the goals saved above average. I feel like that's a
Good
factor.
question.
But Petrov's is like way above anybody else.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, Rebecca Montaigne, I think is how you say that. I'm not sure. Um, feels like a pretty good option as well. But I would go probably Petrov. Um, yeah, I'd probably go Petrov. Yeah, Petrov. I'm going Petrov. Um, yep, there you go. That's my pick.
Perfect.
Best defenseman?
Uh, it's probably Teddy just because he leads the defenseman in points just by a good
How?
amount.
Yeah, I was gonna say what's the gap looking like? Because I have not looked at. Just pulling it up. Oh,
If
it's
you
a pretty
go,
big gap. Yes, 7 point gap after Kermit.
yeah, after Kermit, yeah, and Teddy just has better stats all around, so you can't really argue.
Oh, he led defenseman in hits, so that's legit as well.
Did he?
Yeah, led all defensemen in hits. I mean, I don't know how much
Damn.
that's worth. Probably not a ton, but it's something.
Hey, maybe he gets the
But
biscuit as well.
if you combine that with points, I think the Stevens feels pretty good for Teddy. I would feel
Yeah.
pretty good about that.
Congrats, Teddy.
The only thing he's like not like maybe missing would be the goals, but like it's only 3 behind, and his defenseman, how much his goals are worth, I don't know. Um, so there you go. Teddy feels like the best Stevens option right now.
Mojo Biscuit.
Bojo, that's tougher. I guess I don't
Who
know how
fucking
they
knows?
grade
It's
it because like
basically who has probably like a plus in the plus minus, as well as good amount of blocks, a good amount of hits, a good amount of takeaways.
yeah, I don't know how the giveaway takeaway ratio factors into it because like
I
what's his
think
Berg had like an insane one that one
I
season where he
think
was
it
like
factors in
I,
because
I don't know, man.
it's like SHS, where it's like hits means you take the puck away from them, and takeaways is literally you take the puck away from them.
I'm looking at there's
So
takeaways. Let's see who's got a crazy takeaway ratio. I mean Guy O'Shea, but
J
that's because he's on
O'Neill,
Hamilton and they're garbage.
68 takeaways, 6 giveaways.
A lot of the yeah, unfortunately, the giveaway takeaway ratios. The good
Yeah,
ratio players are all on bad teams because their teams
yeah.
never have the puck. Probably that's tough.
Angus McFife,
McFive's
71 takeaways, 10
that's pretty
giveaways,
good. It's pretty. What's his block number
plus
at?
plus 47, 157 blocks, 81 hits. So
Yeah, it doesn't put him in the top 10 in shots blocked, which is a little tough. It might just go to
I
Makala
was
again.
looking at the
Like,
past winners, and the shots blocked were only like around like 120 or 130
well, didn't
last season.
Makala win it last season?
Yeah, Mako won it last season and the
And
season
that's oh,
before.
and the season before, and that's like kind of like he leads the league in shots blocked, although not by a huge margin.
Negative
But
six, plus minus. I don't know if they even consider plus minus
yeah, I don't know
for
either.
that. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, so they'd probably just sort by this is what they probably do. They sort by blocks. They make sure the takeaway to giveaway ratio is good.
Yeah.
See if the plus minus is above 0, but if it's
Makala's got a
close
pretty good
enough to
ratio too.
0, and they make sure that the hits are right. So we're gonna see Pasta the Turtle in it, Eero Makala,
Vladimir Shenko is pretty
and
solid.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I don't know
Nobody
the
really like
biscuit.
blows me away. It's for like Makala feels like a pretty good pick there, even though like
Yeah,
I'm
because I
not
was
like
looking at New England's too, which is Cup Noodle and Seamus O'Slapaham.
hmm,
And they could, but I just think they're just better people to be nommed. But I think that they had good seasons, but I don't think they'll get nominated just because I think there are people with better seasons.
mhm.
But 'cause I was looking at it for them, and they'll probably like top 15, but who knows? Where they lie. So yeah, because obviously as a GM, you have to take a look at all that
Yeah.
just to see if any players get close and how you can help them.
Do we have a? We don't really have a way of like
Yes,
sorting out the
and
rookies, do we?
yeah, you can. And
Can we do that?
Aaron bot, you just do
No, I'm not doing that. It's down
exclamation
still,
point
isn't it?
leaders
Anyway,
dash
or did
R.
it come back up?
What? Yeah, it's down. I mean, it's up.
Okay, I don't. I'm not still not. I
Um,
still don't care.
Triple H's player has 63 points.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did have a really good season
You
because
also
they
have
have nobody else, kind of. But
Yeah, even Matt Smith Soderberg with 65 points, and Benjamin Sukari Zayev, which is Blues player or blue player, at 55.
hmm,
So just take those three and you got it.
yeah, yeah,
There you go. That's how they do it.
easy, easy, easy. All right, Jeff Dar. Oh God.
Bro, I have no
Yeah.
idea. Just
How do
take
they
someone
do
with
that?
high takeaway giveaway, a good
Yeah.
amount of blocks, and a good amount of hits. Call it a day.
Yep. Sure. There you go. No clue. Most improved. We're not
Uh,
doing most improved. Forget that.
let's
That's
say
insane.
Grogu. Actually, it'd be hilarious if Tater got it,
I
even
mean,
though it won't. He went for like 66 points, 110 points, which is funny,
yeah,
but
it's
he
not.
got it. Seems
There's
like he didn't
probably
get it.
somebody who went harder than that because
Yeah,
that's like the state of the league right now. Is somebody
yeah.
blows up insane.
For the
Um,
Dar, I'm gonna go Grogu Manderson because he leads the
is he-
league in takeaways,
oh yeah, well
and he
he
has
won it
a.
last season too, so it's why not?
That's a good story.
There
That's
you
a good
go.
story. We're
Yep,
all about stories.
we did it.
Actually,
Um,
actually, who else? No Blanchett, maybe. Actually, probably not. Oh, yeah, actually, definitely not. Let's see. I'm just trying to take a look at the takeaway people and what they had. Limo Philmite. Um,
oh okay.
uh, who after that, no idea. Fucking spin a wheel.
What about oh
I'll
yeah,
be right back,
yeah,
but
yeah,
you
no
can
problem.
talk about the GM and coach. For the
Heck yeah.
GM, I
Oh
would go. Um, hold on.
let's
Wait,
see.
let me take a look at the standings.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I
I'm
gotta look
gonna
at too.
go Toronto, and for the coach, I'm gonna go
Buffalo.
Philly. Philly.
Ooh,
That's
Philly.
my two. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Okay, okay. Okay, let's see. Best GM. Well, in terms of nominations, I feel like Winnipeg feels like a good choice because they've made moves to get to the point where they're at right now, and that feels pretty good. Am I looking at the wrong season? No. Okay, I'm blind. It's fine. Um, yeah, Winnipeg feels like a good nomination. I don't know if they win. Let's see who else made moves. God, I'm not sure who else made moves to improve their team. Toronto did, so you could throw them in there. Toronto, Winnipeg. Let's see. Who else? Who else? Who else? Um, I'm not sure. I'm gonna take one of Toronto or Winnipeg. I feel like Winnipeg probably takes it, because they are the team I would feel like has the most like visibility in terms of moves made to get
Okay,
them
I'm
to
back.
where they are right now. Yeah, I was talking about Winnipeg as the Lance Uppercut. My choice
Oh
for Lance
yeah,
Uppercut winner.
Oh,
I
that
don't.
makes sense because they made trades
They made
and they're
trades, and I
good.
think they're also in terms of their visibility to the league as far as a team that made moves. They're like the most visible team. So I think
Yeah.
they'll. That feels like a pretty good choice. Other than that, I don't really know who else made moves outside of Toronto. Um, so I don't know. I'm going
I made
Winnipeg.
moves, Rich.
Did you? Oh yeah, you added
Yeah, I traded for
Olaf.
Olaf. I traded for Rice and Artie.
I
I
forgot
brought
about
in
those two
Lev.
moves. Yeah. Okay. So you know
Levi
what?
did.
Let's throw.
But
You can be the third nomination. There you go.
we didn't do good on the standings,
I
so
mean, you did fine.
but not as good as people want,
Yeah, that's
for
fair.
a gem award. So
Going to Winnipeg. Joe McKeel Award, best coach.
I think Philly or Buffalo.
I do like Buffalo. I feel like I did not expect much out of them this season, and they didn't start off that good. And clearly, they figured something out and started scoring a lot of goals and taking a lot of shots. Um, I think you could maybe throw Chicago in there too, simply because like they improved off last season quite a bit. They were not
Well,
particularly good
last
last
season they
season.
just sucked.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. But I feel like that's probably coaching the difference there. Um,
uh-huh.
so I think you throw. I don't think they win it, but I'd throw them a nomination. But my choice I think is Buffalo there.
Okay.
Because I think yeah the changes Buffalo figured something out coaching wise, and it made them into one of the better teams in the regular season. So that's where I'm going. All right, Littleton. Oh God, who? I mean, I don't know. Pick a Simmer or I don't know some kind of head
E.
office commissioner type. I don't know.
I'm gonna get the Littleton.
Are you?
No,
Would
I'm
that be
not.
like double digit noms if you got another nom? Have you hit double
That's a
digit
good
noms?
question. I just look up my name. Just look up Luke TD
Oh
on the Littleton. See how many times it come up.
God. Oh boy. Let's see. Okay, I'll go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh boy.
Wait, what?
Was it really 11?
How many do I have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. 11 noms, 2 wins. Or 11 noms in total. So like, yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. Wait, hold on.
That's crazy. That's so
I
crazy.
got nominated for McHale Award. Oh, season 55. Okay, I did not. I forgot about that. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's see. Season 44. I don't remember what I got nominated for. Probably
Probably
just
just
because I
because
did
you
a
were
lot
on
of
fire.
media.
You're like, yeah, you were blowing the league's media up.
Season 45. I believe that was when I launched the trade histories.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I dropped that. Season 46. I don't remember. I was probably doing something.
Probably more of the same stuff where they're like, we need somebody to nominate. Luke's still doing tons of stuff, so let's. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically yeah, my peak.
Mhm.
Season 49.
Oh man, big fall off after 47,
I don't
48. What?
remember.
What happened?
Yeah, I know, right? And then season 50, season 51, what did I do? And then why did I even win season 55? I don't remember. And then
um,
season 49, I won because I was part of the
55.
index team, but not really. So technically I did win 3 times, but I don't really count the index 'cause I didn't do that much.
What did Oh yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
is.
and I did get nommed season 64 for being part of the trading cards. I technically did win that one too.
Oh, nice. Oh, so you have technically 4 wins, but 2
Technically
personal
4
wins.
wins. I'm going to take claim to 3 of them because I did do a lot of trading cards. But so yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait,
Was 55 maybe like at your peak of holding jobs?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 100. Yeah, 100%. I mean, season 55, I was GM, rookie mentor, PT lead person, um, history
History.
head,
Yeah.
uh, and just did a bunch of other random shit.
That was probably like at the height of like the history stuff you were doing too, I would think.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why I got nominated 53, 54, 55,
Yeah.
along with FHN, which was fun to do.
I was just thinking because
Uh,
Calicar was still around back then, so yeah, that must have been
yeah, no, I definitely have the most noms. I don't have the most wins because I think
probably like somebody like what's his
Odo Pranko. I
yeah
think he won a lot
Odo
more.
Granco.
Uh,
I only see. I mean, oh no, yeah, there he's like 1, 2, 3,
yeah,
4, 5, 6. Yeah, it looks like 6 wins for him. That's I mean,
yeah, but yeah, no, I think 11 is the most. I know that.
It's funny how they identified him by his player, but
Yeah,
some
they did that a lot.
but
I think
like
in the Hall of Fame sometimes you have the Littleton Trophy attached to it, which is kind of
but they
funny.
had like S28 of JY, but then everybody else around him is like the player name.
Yeah, they're just
Like
special, I
okay,
guess.
sure. I guess that was a three-way win. Like they had
I don't
JY
know,
Raven. I don't know, whatever, man.
but yeah, I did win a couple. I did do a little bit of stuff for the SHL. If you look at the Honor Pranko Lifetime Achievement Award as well.
Is there
I did.
anybody
Oh,
like
I won that season 60. Oh yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, that was kind of when I got burnt out of the league. So I wasn't really around, but I know that I won it.
is that I think that's pretty much it for awards, huh? Yeah.
No, you got the Razz off.
I mean, we can guess. Like feels like
Um, I'm going to go Noel Blanchett.
the losing
Uh,
goalie in the finals.
yeah, who won the oh, it was a two-way tie for the Ferguson.
Oh, was it?
Zach Wilson and Adam Barron. Adam
Oh,
Barron,
Baron, really? Wow.
gets more to
Wow.
his trophy case.
The that's funny. That's actually pretty funny. That's kind of great. I love that.
And then obviously Max Manning wins the
Yeah,
Karpatsov
yeah, no.
and McDonald award. So yeah, that's it for awards.
All right. What else we got?
Want to do
Yeah, the
my
bank thing.
bank recap,
I didn't
bank
put it.
wrapped.
Let's see. Here we go. Oop, SHL Media. Where you are? 2022 bank wrapped. I was. Yeah, it's. Yeah. So I guess explain exactly what it is.
Yeah, so I originally had like, what if I do a wrapped for the whole year? So I asked Teddy if he could get me some way to get like the amount of posts and threads that people did this year. And then he was like, I'm not sure if I can get that data. So I'm like, all right, fine. What about for just bank records? And he goes, yeah, I can get that. So then he gave it to me. So then, I did some stuff to it. It only took me like a couple hours to really filter a lot of stuff down. Um, if anyone's that works in R, I did a lot of G subs to get like the categories down from like a bunch of transactions down to the core like 8 or whatever that I chose. And
Hmm.
then I worked a little bit of my Google Sheets magic, and I had something that you could look at and see.
Was there? I guess so. You had to like figure out like what people made. Did you? I guess is this just you? Okay, so this first bit is just you, just your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can if you go on the spreadsheet, you can look at anyone.
I guess my question is like, how do you? Since like, is there a like a when they do like media deposits or
Oh
contract
yeah, yeah, that's what.
deposits?
So G sub is a way that like it looks for like a string of characters within the title,
Okay, because
and you
there isn't
can
like a
replace it.
like a what do you call it? Universal like naming convention for
Yeah,
those.
so it was a lot of substitution. So like anything with job, obviously I attribute it to job. Media grading was actually pretty linear. It was just we had like the date dash media grading, so that was
Mhm.
pretty easy. Same
I
with
wasn't sure if they did that, some kind of
same with
universal.
graphics.
Yeah.
So it was pretty easy just to like detect the string and then change it. And then contracts, it was pretty easy. There's like 20 ways people did contracts and
Sure. Okay.
misspellings and stuff like that. So it's just like some of it was like they just did DFA, DFA gets their money or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had to do a lot of that. And casino was pretty easy because casino was
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. That's not too bad.
this is casino season 65 or whatever. Twitter was also really easy. Miscellaneous earnings slash spending is was anything that I just couldn't figure out what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Fantasy is obviously, fantasy.
Yeah.
Uh, missed
Oh, you did
takeaways, which
fantasy
is
once in the last
I
year?
guess I did. I guess I did in the beginning. And then obviously trading, personal coaching, and trading cards, those were all pretty like standard. So I was able to get a good amount of money on them, except for Joe. Joe does them all in one season. So he does a custom spending. So he custom buys coaching plus the training for the week.
Oh,
So I had to,
weird.
d- yeah. which is dumb of him. So
It's
it
just
like
two
made his
buttons. Like you're
yeah,
doing
so
extra work. It feels like
it
whatever.
made his training like a 91 million compared to like everyone else's like 46,000 or whatever. Or 46 million.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I spent the most on personal coaching this year. Because I was in the SMJHL and then the SHL, and I just got lucky and like when the seasons landed, I guess, and I maxed earn, of course. So
Hmm.
I technically bought the most personal training coaching by like 1 or 2 million, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to see.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, I guess so. Hmm, I'm kind of like not sure what to even like where to even
Well,
go with that.
the the categories,
Yeah, yeah,
contracts 13 billion,
yeah.
job pay 12 billion, and then a steep drop off with like media grading at 2 billion, Twitter at 2 billion, fantasy at 1.8 billion, graphics pay out 1.3 billion, rookie tasks was 1 billion, which is insane, but they also gave out a lot of money. Metal pay was 855 million, which I don't even know how they get that.
Huh. That feels like so much.
It
I
feels like so much, but like,
mean, I guess
if you have
what's like
each
a million for
metal,
gold, or is it two?
it's I think there's a different payout for like gold, silver,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't know because I haven't won gold, so I don't know the
It's been a
payout, but
while.
like
I don't know if
you
I
know,
won when they started doing before they started doing that or
if
not.
you have like 17 people win
Yeah, yeah.
for
It's not.
gold, bronze, and silver, so
It's
it's kind of a
happening
lot.
like in both World Juniors and IAHF, like 5, 6 times a year,
Yeah,
something like that.
exactly.
Okay.
And then you have the casino only 600 million, so maybe that wasn't the problem. Um, Miscellaneous earnings was 500 million, so whether that's like buying a SIG or other shit like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Recruitment was 162 million. The free 500k
yeah.
that you get when you join is
Yeah.
was 100 million.
That seems
Uh,
okay. I guess, yeah.
and then so you can do like the math real quick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It would be. I mean, I'm counting my head because I'm dumb, but I'm sure it's yeah. 201, right?
I don't know. I don't do math like that.
Yeah,
But
no,
no,
it's like
but you can actually you can
it's
track
two
like
per million, 2 per million, and then an
oh, so
extra.
that's like
Yeah,
500 people.
no, it's like 201, isn't it? Right?
No, because if it's a million per two people,
Yeah,
100 million divided by two is 500.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 500K per 500K.
No, like you have 100. So you have 100,
Yeah, 100
and
million.
two people is one.
Yeah, yeah. So that's 200
So it's
people.
50. So it's 50 people.
What? No, right? What?
Huh?
What's happening? No, because like, right?
So you have 100 million.
Yeah, and for each one of those, each 1 million is two people, right? Two people claiming the free 500, right?
Yes, that's 500.
No. What? What? I'm broken, Luke. Oh, I can't do this. I can't. My brain doesn't work.
Wait, no, never mind. You're right. You're so right. You're so right.
I couldn't.
Never mind. So that's like 200 people.
Oh my
So,
god, I couldn't. I couldn't handle.
anyway, the betting. There's only like one bet this season that people did in that like little
When
category,
like yeah, that yeah, it never gets. I'd be
and then
interested to know like of the job pay, like what percentage of that is updates.
oh yeah, that's probably maybe something that
I'd
I'll
be
get
super
around
interested.
to.
I mean, I don't. It's not. Doesn't
But
matter. It's just
but
it'd
if
be
you look
interesting to
at
know.
like I looked at like the individual people, like the most like individual amount of money a person made.
Yeah, yeah,
It was like Evok got paid for like 3 seasons of, or no, Evok got paid for updating, and then like one of it was like 3 seasons back pay of like simming or something like that, and then like the rest was player updating.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was looking at this because like Ragnar surprised me. Like I don't know where. Like what is he?
Graphics,
Is he
all
Sigs? Is
graphics.
graphics and Sigs? Because I know he
Yeah,
does. I paid him for a Sig at one point in the past year. I think.
graphics, SIGs, and he GMs.
That's so much. I was shocked. I back in the day, like graphics was the thing. Like that's was the big money maker. So, but
Yeah,
still, this amount really surprised me.
yeah. But and then he got fined, which was 10 million. So maybe we got to increase the fines. Name change was 19 million. Redistribution was 128 million. Position change was 184 million. Trading cards was 5 billion, and then personal training and coaching was 13 billion each. So
Nice, nice.
so if you sum it all together, the SHL increased by $5 billion
That's
this
actually
year.
not that wild if you I guess if you consider the number of people we have.
Yeah. When I think of that, I think yeah, the top 10 was 1.1 billion increased. So that like, you know, had a net gain in money. But yeah, no, it was really cool to see like Skull, Skull, Rag, Crazy Mojito, which is probably all updating,
Yeah,
which is
he's
insane.
updater. I don't know what Marco
Marco, which
does.
is probably updater,
S-
plus I think he does other jobs. Me,
Yeah, you.
a lot of jobs still and media and podcasting. Uh, because that's easy. Mer, which is Hannah, I
Yeah, I don't
think
know.
she's an updater
Is she an
as
updater as well?
well. Yeah. Uh, Suburban, I think is also an
Update.
updater.
He's an update head. Yeah, him and Fresh
Yeah.
are the update
I
heads.
don't know what Ranger Jace does other than Twitter and HO, I guess. But I don't know what else he does. But
Yeah, I
actually,
don't
I can
either.
see.
Actually.
We can see because I have a thing. Yeah, jobs me with the most contracts. Uh, shit like that. Uh, and then Am I Cool? I think is an updater as well.
Yep, pretty sure
There's a
he's an
lot
updater.
of updaters on
Yeah,
the list.
it's updating is a lot of money.
Yeah, and then the biggest losers, which is always great. Uh,
Wait,
you got,
how's
y- huh?
Mikul in both the biggest winners and losers?
Yeah,
I thought this was. Oh,
I,
it's just isn't net. This is just like
yeah,
this is
just the
just
most.
who
Yeah,
made the most, who spent the most. Okay, okay. Do you have net? Oh, there's net. Okay, I thought.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Never mind.
Am I Cool spent?
Ah, that's so much. How
Actually, how did Am I Cool end up with 206 million, but on the categories, only 182 million?
I
That is a good question, which I did not see until now, which is kind of funny. But
what is like I would what's a normal like a year of spending?
100 million
Okay.
with training and coaching for the most
Huh.
part.
Huh. Okay. I don't know how you spend 200 then. That seems crazy to me.
Trading cards.
Oh
So
yeah.
77 million.
Okay.
So
Huh. So
also,
probably
yeah, so it looks like
the weeks I took it off is probably yeah.
the categories is slightly wrong. So there must be something that I messed up with the categories when
Okay.
I did it, but the earning and loss should be accurate because that's just how math works. So some of the categories are messed up, but
Mm.
but yeah, so yeah. Uh yeah, the net, I'm slacking.
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
gained 64 million this year. If I didn't do any trading cards, it would be over 130 million.
Yeah, yeah.
That net lose JY's number one because he went inactive and he probably
Oh yeah, yeah.
still
He
has
probably
like
still has his
trading
cards
cards
going. Yep.
available.
The old classic. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got some other like kind of inactive ones, so that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Vlever's not inactive, is he? I don't know.
Well, it just doesn't do much
Yeah.
around the site,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's Evans. Good old boy Zach. What's going on?
Yeah. Probably just trading cards.
Yeah, probably. I don't even barely. Yeah, I don't even know if he's around at all.
No, I
No
think
idea.
he just buys trading cards.
Yeah, yeah, it was good stuff. Really, really interesting. Something I guess I wouldn't have thought about. I guess it's something I probably thought about, but not in a way that'd be like I'd be interested to know, but more like just a passing thought of, huh, I wonder, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting to see. I'm more interested in like yeah, the breakdown of the categories is really interesting to me. Yeah, really good, really good. I was pretty happy also to not see myself in the losses, like the negatives somewhere.
Yeah.
I think I pretty comfortably break even. I don't usually gain, but I don't usually lose. I lose
Uh-huh.
when I go out of my way to like buy a sig off somebody or something like that.
Yeah.
Usually I stay kind of like hover in like the 150 range, so I'm pretty happy with that. I was a little worried that I might see myself negative because, well, no, maybe not. My net isn't too bad. I might actually be not that far out of the range of net losses. Well, no, let's see. I'm trying to think because not that long ago I was up over 180, but it might have been outside of like the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Ah, it doesn't matter. Whatever. In any case, I'm happy to not be in the net loss list. So
Yeah,
cool.
I think podcasts also help,
It definitely does because that's like, although I think with the trading cards, it's like a weekly loss technically, not by much, but like a little
Yeah.
bit. Um,
That means they should increase podcast rate.
yeah, right. Yeah, we're barely
They're
treading
struggling
water
out
here.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What are we doing? How are we doing for time? We still got like a minute left, basically. So, I mean, technically slightly more than that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Get rid of my playoff bracket. I don't think we need to open cards this week. We can hang on to those
Nah,
for
we can save them
do
for like 3 weeks from now.
yeah. Let's see what else. I thought I had something else. Hold on. I guess it was just cards. Yeah. I guess I don't really have anything else. How do you feel about? There was that brief and weird thread about the AI thing.
Oh, AI writing?
That thread confused me a lot. Like
What do you mean?
I didn't expect the reaction that. I mean, I think it's the
Oh, how nonchalant people are
yeah, like
about letting
nobody
people do
cared,
it.
and yeah, but I think it's probably because it's a like a small selection of people that posted in there at all. Like it was like I don't know,
Yeah.
very few people.
I mean, I know people have been doing AI writing for the
Well,
last couple of seasons.
I know we've seen AI media, but that was like it was explicitly said in the one that I'm aware of, or that this is an AI thing.
Yeah, no, it happened before, I think. I mean, HO's discussing it, but
To me,
um,
it's like I can't separate it from somebody else writing your PT, having an AI do it. Like,
yeah,
I can't separate those two.
I think
Uh,
we just need to have a better way on how you want to do the 3 TP that you need per week. I think there
yeah, that's
kind of
my
has to be like another like the mini PT. I'm fine with the 25 words because if you use AI for that, you're kind of dumb. But
yeah. You're
replace the
definitely wasting
other,
time on that.
yeah, like how to do that task. The 3 TP, I think now I think is kind of a good point where like you can switch,
That
but
was kind
but
of
to what is
my
the
takeaway was
question?
like basically like any argument in favor of allowing AI posting in PTs, it to me is more an argument in favor of getting rid of the PT.
Yeah, I
Like
think,
if we're gonna like yeah
and also change CW. Like, what do you do with the CW then? You have to find a
yeah
different, or for PT
it's
specifically, you just have to find a different way to the person gain 3 TP. Now, will that be
so I haven't
like
I don't know
like what do you think it could be,
I don't know
or
but
what do you think it could be?
I have a kind of a broader issue with the idea of like such a shift of like
Mentality.
what the league to me is supposed to be, which but I don't think that the
Oh, you
majority of the league.
remember back when they announced the affiliate TP? They were a lot of people were mad because they didn't write 150 words on our site, so why should they get the same TPs?
Well, and I don't have this. I kind of have an issue with that as well, but it's smaller, but it's similar. But for me, this is like a shift. So it's and I've said this I know in the past. At least I'm pretty sure I've said this in the podcast. But like I feel like the PT system what it used to be, or at least what like the league um shit. How do I say this? The kind of lost sight of
Well,
like
tell them soft.
what its point is, like what its purpose is for the league.
Yeah.
Um,
And what's the
because
purpose for you?
well, what the purpose I think is supposed to be is to provide content for other users to consume, and that's why you get TBE for it. Like
Yeah.
that's the whole point. That's the same. It's the same with media. It's why you get paid for media. It's because it's something out there for other people to read and to
Yeah,
consume
which
within the
is the
league.
general, like, how it was made, and
But
that's why you see, like, the VHL do
right,
it as media stuff because that's what it was originally made to do, you know?
yeah, and I think that like that attitude is not. It's maybe I don't know. It's hard. I can't say gone. That's not maybe accurate. But
It's
like
shifted
for
to
sure,
more
like
seen it as a chore than anything.
right. But I mean, it's always been a chore. But that's also kind of the point. Like it's
Yeah, you wanna have to earn, you
right.
know? You have
But
to,
again,
you
it's
know.
I don't think. I also think that like because of the way the community's like evolved, people don't look at PTs as something to be read. They look at
No, 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 it's
at
not.
them as something to be written but not read. Which
Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree at this point. I think PTs the if the things I want to say might sound like it's shitting on the PT
Boomer?
team, um,
Oh, yeah, PT,
and it's
okay.
not. It's not my intention.
Yeah.
But like I feel like the lack of quality requirement, which it's I don't know. I'm kind of here.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I hate the idea of having to like police the quality of the writing, but like some of it's not great. Like I would I've tried going back through and reading stuff, and so it's just like I don't know. There's not much interesting being said in a lot of cases, which I don't blame people. Like why the effort isn't what matters.
It's the
So
150
why
words, yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah. So I mean I don't know. There's no right
Which
answer.
I think
It's just a different. It's a shift in league culture, which it
which
is
I
what it is.
think
I guess.
why, the PTs, especially, with the AI stuff coming up now, I think instead of having PTs, I think it needs to shift more towards, like, how to, like, contribute to the community
Hmm. I don't
more
know what you
than
do
writing the words.
though.
Yeah, exactly, like, what do you do? Is it,
I don't know. I have no idea.
you could yeah, it's tough because, like, what can you do something that's weekly
Hmm.
or, like, let's say bi-weekly to help the league that's not, like, tedious
Yeah, well, but
or
and
anything like
I
that?
think invariably, like it will become that. Like
Yeah.
regardless of how great and engaging it is to begin with, it'll just be kind of become that. And I don't think there's. I don't know that. I don't think there's a fix because I think the
Either
league culture is
someone
has shifted in such a way that
yeah, but I think there should be, like, yeah, maybe it's more like getting rid of PTs and making it more of a, uh, you have jobs, but instead of getting money, you get reduced money, and some of that shifts towards, PT money, or, you get 3 TB. Or could it be where, like, uh, the SHL needs X, and you do it and you earn 3 TB or you earn 6 TB, and you have a cap
like
on that
a
TB.
boy, like a bounty system for things that need to be accomplished, almost.
Yeah, but then it was like, who if it's
Right.
something
No,
that's
the
more
whole it's.
technical,
I mean,
how can you make it so like everyone can do it? Which is why, like, uh it's difficult because you're trying to do, like, well, how do you make it that so that, like, all 350 people can do it, which
yeah,
is tough.
it's a whole thing. Like I've put no thought
Which
into
is
it because I don't. I don't
which
know.
is why, like, MPTs are easy because it's 25 words and you're done. And that's why, like, the stuff like the round 3 and stuff like that, it's also easy because it takes 2 seconds.
Mm. I have faith that much smarter people than me are thinking about these things too. So they'll figure something out.
Yeah, and maybe it's like
I mean, even if we stay the current course, that wouldn't bother me that much either. Like,
yeah, maybe it's just, like, instead of 1 system, there's, like, 2 or 3 systems that you could earn the 3 TP a week
mm.
instead.
I would just
Or,
like to see
like,
slightly a bit more engagement in things around the league, and I
yeah.
would like to see that done through PTs. But
Yeah.
that's me, and I'm not everybody in the league. So there you go. You gonna be around next? Oh, you're not gonna be around next week, or probably the week
Or the
after.
week
Is that right?
after. Yeah, or the week after, yeah.
Okay, so we'll be on a
New
short break here.
Year's,
Potentially,
yeah.
I might jump in, or maybe try to grab somebody off the street and say, "Hey,
Yeah,
Gonna come
just
talk to me about fake
grab
hockey.
Gek.
I might. Well, I'm not gonna grab Gek, but I might just throw an at here in the old Rich and Luke channel and say, hey, minus Gek.
Get Evans. Get
uh,
Evans or Adam. Actually, no, get Adam. I know
I
Adam
thought
wants
he
to.
might be around. I might give him a holler. We can try something. We'll see. We'll see. I might
Or
have no motivation next weekend or the weekend after as well too, which is very possible, highly possible.
yeah, I
So
think Adam or Evans would be down. Maybe not
probably.
Evans, but
Well,
I
and
think Adam would be
bet
down.
I could get Hammer too if he's around as well. Bet
Yeah,
he'd be interested. And Bytor is doing his thing now too, which is pretty cool. So
yeah.
I could
I
probably
think Slappy hours back.
yeah. I haven't talked to them in forever.
Yeah,
Anyway, we
that's
will.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll catch you in like 3 weeks. 3 weeks
3.
here.
Yeah.
If anything happens between now and then, it's bonus. So there you go. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Episode
See
92.
ya.
Later. Shoot. Here we go. Disconnect. All right, and I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know if anybody was actually watching live today, but that's fine. I got nothing. Try to have a nice holiday if you're listening, and we will catch you in a couple of weeks, few weeks, 3 weeks. Later.